Okay, so now let's work on the polyfill of a filter method. So in array filter, what it does, let me tell you, filter will filter out the elements based on the condition that you are writing. Like, so let me take the same example like in the previous video. So I'll take 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now if I just use array dot filter, what it does, so if it returns the elements of an array that meets the condition specified in a callback function. So map was returning the result of the condition, but filter is returning the element if the condition is met. Okay, that means we are taking the element, we are returning the element, but a new array. So both in map as well as filter, we are returning the new array. Map returns the new array which has the result of the condition, but filter returns a new array with the elements from the original array which satisfies the condition. Okay, so basically I'm having filter, I'm having the callback. Okay, and this callback will be executed for every element. Okay, and then if I just write here element, so basically I'll just write here return the element if it is greater than 2, for example. Okay, so in this case what will happen is that it will return all the elements, so it will return a new array, right? So let me write a result over here. Okay, so let me write the result over here. So let result equals like this, and when I log the result, what I should see is I should see greater than 2 means 3 and 4, right? That is the expectation. Let's see. So I get 3 and 4. Okay, this is the work of the filter. Now let's get the polyfill of filter. Okay, our own way of using filter now. Okay, so let me change the name of this to my filter. Okay, okay, so let's create above. Okay, so that it will not give the undefined if we write below, right? So I'll just write array dot prototype. In the prototype I'll just write here my filter. Okay, now this my filter, what it does, it gets a callback, right? So it's basically a function which receives a callback. Okay, so callback. Now if the callback is not passing, I mean you are not passing the callback, okay, then I have to return, so not return, basically I have to throw an error, throw new error. Okay, and then error is callback is undefined. Okay, now if the callback is there, now see carefully. So if the callback is there, we have to call the callback, right? So let's call the callback, but the callback is called how many times? It will be called each time for every element of the array. That means 4 times it will be calling, which means that this callback will be called how many times? 4 times. Okay, and we need the element to be passed also, right? So in the previous video I said that this refers to the array, because my filter is called by whom? My filter is called by this array. Okay, and this array is obviously this. So whenever I am writing inside my filter, if I write here this, then this refers to this particular array, because this array is only calling this method. So if I write this, it will refer to this array, right? So here, since this refers, okay, let me do one thing. Let array, I'll just write here, maybe this array, I'll just write here this array. Okay, so that you can write self equals this also, so that you don't get confused. Now this refers to the array, we know that. So I have to just loop through the array. So for let I equals to 0, I less than this array dot length I plus plus. Okay, and I have to move this callback above here. So that means every time I'm looping, I have to pass the element, and the callback is called that many times, right? So this array of I. Obviously in the callback you can pass the other things like the index and the entire array also you can pass. So you can just write here comma I, if in that case if you want to pass like this, if you want to pass. Okay, let's write this. Okay, that also you can do it, right? Same for different purpose we can use this, right? Okay. Now when I'm calling this callback is nothing but a function, right? When I'm calling this callback, what it does, basically is returning the element which is greater than 2. So if I just execute this, now what will happen is that you will get true and true. Okay, why? Because I'm not doing anything, right? I'm just simply calling the callback. You will see, let me do a save. Is everything correct? Yes, prototype I have written, my filter I have written. Okay, you will receive true and true twice. Ideally you should receive that, but it is returning undefined. Okay, and returning undefined because we are not returning anything from this my filter. So basically, okay, let me, okay, basically if I do a callback here, so what we are returning is, we are returning this element is greater than 2. If it is true, it is returning true, right? So if I just write here response, and obviously we have to return a a new array, right? Because filter will return a new array. So I'll just create a array above, and then I just tell that, okay, if the result is true, okay, if I just do a new array dot push of the result, if I do okay, let me create the new array above, right? So let new array equals to an empty array. Okay, if I just, this is a loop, right? Loop is ending over here. If I just return the new array, you will see now true and true, because for last it will be, for 3 and 4 it will be true and true, right? Okay, because the callback is returning what? The callback is returning the condition, but we don't have to return the condition, we have to return the element. That is how filter behaves. If the condition is met, that element is written, right? So that logic we shouldn't write here, that logic we should write over here. That means if the callback is returning here true, so if it is true, I don't have to return the result. This was true for map, but for filter we have to return the element. That means we have to return like this array of I. Okay, this is all happy scenario I am showing. I mean, you can write whether if it is returning false, then undefined and all those things you can write, but this is just a happy scenario I am showing. Okay, now you will see 3 and 4. Okay, so this is how filter will work. It's a very simple approach of creating a polyfill of filter. Okay, hope you like this video, and let's move to the next video.